New shot launch steel tip action on the 4th generation Bandit board, adding the one-piece flight deck system to all steel tip barrels as well. I'll be throwing 23-gram weight everything, starting with the Celt Tornos, followed by Roman Empire Juno, and finally the Celt Valor Dart. God, I love the steel tip version even more. It's longer and more torpedo-y than the soft tip. We've got a straight barrel now with evenly distributed weight. I'm going to use that King Crown milling as my grip reference. Shot calls that gnarly rear section vessel grip, I believe. It's unmatched by anything I've felt before, honestly. 83 scored. Next up, we've got the Celt Valor Bomber Dart. This is the hardest changeup for me because it's front weighted, so that means I have to hold in the max diameter. Yeah, good pick. Oh my gosh, guys. New darts, new Bandit dartboard, and new flight deck colors. Go ham. New shot launch steel tip action on the 4th generation Bandit board, adding the one-piece flight deck system to all steel tip barrels as well. I'll be throwing 23-gram weight everything, starting with the Celt Tornos, followed by Roman Empire Juno, and finally the Celt Valor Dart.
Well, welcome back, everybody. It's time for some more DPFL darts here in Season 12, and we have a great season ender here for Division 4. We got Slim and Chalky himself, Maddox Williams, taking on Pedro Tinoco, and what should be a good final match here to see who will be the Division 4 champion of DPFL darts. My name is Extra, joined by the one, the only, the Steve McDowell here on the call for another great DPFL matchup.
Works for me, buddy. Another Tuesday night.
Absolutely, brother. Well, hey, we got Division 4 on the stream. First place, $800. Second place, $400. I mean, that's a lot of money for the 45 to 55 average range folks, huh?
Wow. Yeah, because again, when would these guys play for first place for $800 in a singles match? You know what I mean? That's very difficult at their level. You know what I mean? That's the hard part. So to that level, I think it gives everybody the opportunity.
Well, Pedro's wasting no time. He's not feeling the $400 money match pressure. Hits a 121 here in this leg. And look at this. We have Brazil taking on the U.S. here. So obrigado to all of my Portuguese friends.
What happened there? We still good?
Think so.
Oh, I hit buttons. I hit buttons, and my damn screen is like, okay, what's going on?
I get terrified when you push buttons, Steve, and that's actually all you do for a living.
Trust me,
push buttons.
I told you I'm getting my house painted, so everything is moved away from everything. So it's like the inside. So I mean, looks like a tornado went through.
That is brutal. I wish I could say my house got painted, and that's why my house looks like this. But no, I just live like this. It's just how I am.
Yeah, it was so bad that I was trying to get my wife out of here because she can't take it, man. She just can't. She can't take a mess. So I'm like, this ain't no good. I said, go on a cruise, go on a trip. You got to go. I couldn't take it. Go somewhere. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I go, fine, I'll clean it up as we go. But she's just a basket case. So
125.
Oh, look at that. Maddox hits a 125 to answer Pedro's earlier 121. Sitting at 148 here. It is a race to 7 legs tonight. So it's a nice extended format here for our Division 4 competitors. And who knows, maybe like your wife, they'll be going on a cruise with the prize money.
Yeah, well, that's not a bad thing. Of course, she didn't make the cruise, so that made another nightmare because she couldn't figure it out in time. So of course she planned the house painting. You think so? She planned the house painting. How could you not plan the cruise properly? So I wound up putting her on a plane, getting her out of here.
Oh man, I can learn a lot about love from you, Steve.
It is love. Look, she doesn't have. Look, it worked both ways. One, she gets out of here. Two, she gets out of here. It's a win-win.
Oh, jeez. I see a couple people tuning in. Gail Hiram Flores saying Bora Pedro, and then Baran Newman saying let's go Maddox. We got a lot of people tuning in tonight to support these guys here. So again, welcome in everybody. Love to see the support here for our Division 4 players, because for those that aren't familiar with the DPFL program, Division 4, then it goes 3, 2, 1, and then Premier. So these are the guys, some of them up and coming, some of them have aspirations. I know Maddox Williams, one of those guys that absolutely wants to climb up that competitive ladder.
Oh, he's one of those dart crazies, man. He would play darts in his sleep, so he loves doing this stuff. So this is, even when he was at the DPFL live event, he won the award for the most helpful and like generous player, and he just donates his time like crazy. But every time I've been at a steel tip tournament, he's always been there. So either he's like uber rich and we don't know about it, or he sneaks in the halls all the time. I don't get it, because he's at every tournament there is.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. There's no better, if you're looking for true ambassadors of the game. I mean, that's the definition of Mad Dog Maddox, right? I mean, he is one of those guys that goes out there and he will talk your ear off about darts. He will chalk the matches that need chalked, and he will play in the tournaments that he playing. And so I wouldn't be surprised if he has more sponsorships than some of our pros here in the States.
That is true. I think he's an ambassador for us with Shot, because of all the things he does.
He absolutely should be. 66 there, or sorry, excuse me, 68 remaining.
37.
Does go ahead and leave it at 50. Pedro's here sitting at 8. This is for leg number 1. And this is going to be the running rhythm of matches like this in Division 4. Lots of attempts at the doubles. Your whole goal is to get as many darts as possible as Pedro pins leg number 1 in his direction.
He throws the first one in.
Sometimes
you're saying it's going to be a lot.
Sometimes
could have been better
like
timing.
Well, I mean, look at the data here. Maddox coming in number 2 in Group B, only falling just behind Kevin McCarty, who went 8 for 8. Maddox went 6 for 8 in his matches with a 3-dart average of 43.96 in the round robin stage. Pedro Tinoco did get number 1 in his Group C, going 7 for 8 with a 45.71 average.
41.
That's pretty good. They'll all be moving up next year.
Welcome to the bigger leagues, and then the biggest leagues, and then the big leagues.
It's just the way it works. If you think it's top 4 or something, in the top 4, you got to move up, because I mean, it's only fair. So those guys are playing well. If you play the following season and you fall below, well, then you go back to your division. But try to make it even for everybody.
I can tell you, I personally don't like being the big fish in a little pond. If I outgrow my pond, if I get that win, I want to play that next level, and then the next level after that. It's what makes you a better player, is playing against better competition. And to be fair, when you're looking at Division 4 and Division 3, when you look at these guys, it's all about getting into the game, right? I mean, this is where you get that competitive juice going against people in your range as well.
Well, yeah, and you're also not getting the snot beat out of you 9 times out of 10. You know what I mean? So it's actually fair game. So if you're playing league and it's not fair, so if you're playing week after week after week, and it's an opponent you can beat, and it's an opponent that, you know what I mean, each week you have a chance, then you have the want to. But you know that if you're going out there and you're just getting your brains beat in, who wants that? Nobody signs up for that.
You say that, but I signed up for a DMV appointment, and I felt like I was getting my brains beat in there. So who knows? That was the worst experience. And all the technology advancements that we have made as a society, you can't tell me that there is not some way to tell me I'm bringing the right or wrong freaking papers when I go to the DMV for the 3rd time to try to establish residency in a different state. It's ridiculous. Don't even get me started on that.
Good luck with that. I did have a buddy bring me. We were going on a cruise. Funny enough, we were going on a cruise, and he was supposed to bring his birth certificate, and he brought his car title.
Okay, now that's awesome. Did it work?
It did not. It did not. We had to wait somebody to travel from Orlando out to Cape Canaveral to give us the right documentation. Good thing for us, we were alcoholics and we were there early drinking. So we were like, okay, when we get there, we got there early enough because we want to be on the boat first. And sure enough,
44.
Wait, you're telling me you're the kind of guy that hangs out with people that when they think they have their birth certificate, they read, they're like, oh yeah, that's me, Toyota Camry 2013. Like, is that?
Well, I'm standing next to him and he pulls that out and the lady looks at him. She goes, "Watch this." And I go, "Oh no." I turn over. She goes, "This is a car title." I look at him. I go, "What are you doing, man? What do you mean? What are you doing? You didn't happen to look at it before you walked up here? What do you just?" I was like, "Oh." At that time, I think his girlfriend or something wound up driving it out to us, and it's, I guess that was like an hour and a half. So we just barely made it on the damn boat.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I did not bring that kind of wrong documentation by any means. Apparently, it's a whole thing here. Let me just tell you, if you ever decide to move across the country, just don't. It's too much paperwork.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Do you have
pretty much
a lot
planning where I'm at now.
Looks like we have a lot of friends in here tonight for Pedro saying Pedro Tinoco. So they're saying, let's go, Pedro. Let's go. As we also have Johnny Nolan tuning in, cheering for Maddox in here. We got someone on the DPFL Darts account. So shout out to Scotter Allen saying, hands down, the best duo on the mics we could have. Old Pops and Son Inside Hour. So I'll take it. You're close enough. You're like a backup dad. If something happened to mine, I'm sure you'd step in and probably send me on a cruise or something. And then Terry
there
Trenholm,
you go. Send you on a cruise. That's already paperwork.
And then Terry Trenholm saying, question, why is there not as many games streamed anymore? So the original streams were run by the previous administration. So it honestly just is scheduling availability. It's hard to get the time up, but I would love to see a little bit of an up to cadence. Who knows? Maybe Johnny Nolan on the stream.
Yeah. No, I think we're doing that next season, Nick. We're going to be, a couple of the guys do have the capability. I mean, I think people don't understand what it takes to have the network to run one of these things. So it's not just not a laptop and a camera like I have, right? I can only join in and watch and commentate, but it takes more of something else to actually run one of these things. So we have, I believe, a couple of the guys with DPFL now have that ability. So in season 13, we want to try to start doing maybe a Tuesday, Thursday. So we want to start to hit it twice. The guys also want to start doing raffles while we're doing this. So, so we'll have to find another person who can be my compadre during the week to announce these things. But again, this is a whole setup that you guys do that makes it a lot harder to duplicate.
Oh, that's an odd way to say we do the best in the business, Steve, but I'll take the compliment.
It's very odd, wasn't it? It was a long way around. Long way around.
No, so to answer your question, there is some good changes coming in that regard, though, especially if you like watching these streams here, listening to Steve dealt the commentary, the marker darts as Maddox throws one right at the camera. Unlucky bounce out there is Pedro sent at 50.
He doesn't shoot for it.
Honestly, that I don't mind the split. I don't mind it at all, but there got to be a little bit more careful. Double 12. Suspense is killing me, Pedro. Oh, and goes outside.
Hey, Nick, guess who's still in the playoffs?
Are you?
That would be me. Thank you very much.
Really? That is like, did you like pay a bunch of bribes to make this happen, or how's that going?
I've reeled off like 7 matches in a row. I haven't lost in so long I can't remember.
Oh, you beat out Michael Cox 9-1, and you're in the semifinals. Oh, boy. You're one match away from a guaranteed live stream appearance in my book. That's how I'm seeing this.
Someone asked me on DPFL, "Are you going to stream it?" I said, "Yeah, this week you should tell you how not to play darts." I said, "You'll have to have a second delay because I will be cussing while I'm playing. There's no way around it." So I hope I actually do make the stream because I'll probably have my own commentary. You guys probably won't even have to have a microphone.
We probably won't have to do anything, but if you don't think that Will and I will sit there and actively critique you harder than we've ever critiqued any player ever, I'm just saying, as that's a 2-0 lead now for Pedro.
I don't shoot anything proper. There is a damn way I take out a number proper. I mean, I think the other night I had 66, so I went 17, 17, double 16. See ya.
You know, out of all the things I've ever heard you say or do, I personally don't go that way, but it's not the worst thing I've ever heard you do. Okay.
I'm so far ahead of some of these guys when I'm playing. I'm like, well, but I mean, if they're in the 100s, like I don't care anything over 100, I'm going fat. Give me a shot at a double. I'm not wandering off into trying to hit a double or a triple or a double I'm not used to. So I lived in that 9-1. I bet you 16. I only didn't hit the 16 or 8 one time. Everything else was a double 16 or double 8. So it didn't matter. So I just set myself up to where I like to be, and that's how so be it.
That's what they always say. Luke Littler, Steve McDowell could just go out of your way to set up the preferred double as long as you hit it every time.
The resemblance is quite scary when we both play.
I get it all the time. I literally like people tag me and post saying, "Is that Steve playing on CV?" Like, no, guys, that's Luke Littler. Come on.
I think I got 2 more 180s again. This is insane for me.
27.
Oh, I'm happy for you, Steve. I'm happy to see you go on the run here, and I'm excited to see you in Division 1 next season.
Oh, I'm okay with it. I'd rather play there. I think my average will go up even more, to be honest with you. Obviously, that is when you go up the next level, your average does go up just because the games go out faster. So no matter what, it's very difficult when people say, oh, they shoot off. I mean, you'd have to really shoot off. And then you're just wasting all your money that you spent. People don't do that in steel tip. It's just impossible. I mean, and then you're still not guaranteed. Because like the one gentleman that I beat, I think 2 weeks ago, he won the division and he lost 1. And I think I beat him 9-3. So you're not guaranteed to win at all in steel tip. So that's why there's no sandbagging. It's impossible. It's just impossible.
If you get through Merrick, you get either Jay Vargo or Michael Walters there. So some pretty good options for opponents as well. Jay Vargo in the chat cheering on Maddox, by the way, right now. So what's going on, Jay?
Yeah, Jay practices way too much. I don't think I want to play Jay. That would be a very difficult match in the finals.
Well, I want you to, as
you're
saying
way too many darts. You need to go on vacation or take a break. But Jay Vargo does not get to play me in the finals. If I win, he has to literally take time off from darts.
I want you to know, as you're saying that, Jay just commented, I think it's great you're playing again, Steve. Or great you're playing, Steve. Hopefully see you in the final. We're playing our match tomorrow. So as he's like excited, like, oh, hey, Steve, you're like, no, get that guy out of here. Put him away.
I'm not excited to play him. I'll tell you that right now. He might be excited, but I hate this guy.
Incredible.
Like you see him on Facebook all over the place. He's at this tournament, he's at that tournament, and he's doing well. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to play him.
Well, looking back at this here, Pedro has that 2-0 lead, and he's still sitting 10 points pretty to his season average right now. And he's in a prime position to potentially get a 3-0 advantage and take the darts back. So we're going to see how this plays out. Maddox sitting at 47, right around where he has been for the season. But we all know that those averages, they can start out red hot, but those doubles over time will make all things equal.
Yeah, you know that. I mean, sometimes you go into McDowellville, the 4s and the 2s, and once you're down in that area. You can't call
McDowellville if you're doing this good right now. You can't. You can't pity party and also be in a semifinal. Just saying.
I think the one game I lost, I was in McDowellville. The week before that, the 3 games I lost, 2, 2, and 4. So I mean, once you're in McDowellville, it's just you just stay there. Average goes to the toilet, and nothing works. So if I don't hit it by 4, and if I don't hit it by the double 4, and you're playing me, you got it. Don't panic. You've got plenty of time to catch me. It's really literally that easy. It's getting to the point where I'm actually practicing the double 2.
I can't even judge it. My last youth competition I ever played, I missed 13 darts at least, if not more, at double 2 to win that match to go to youth nationals. And I'm telling you, to this day, in my steel tip practice, I throw some extra darts at double 2 because I could not get that. Loss was probably one of the hardest to swallow in my very short playing career.
Well, you'll have plenty more to revel in later. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you say that, but I'm too busy working all these events to play in them.
I still got that picture of you and your dad walking away.
Oh,
I
the
still have
one
that
time.
picture. It's a great picture.
It's
I'm
weird that you
actually
never
gonna
beat me in
frame it,
singles.
put it on my wall.
It's weird.
It's just terrible. It's just a terrible view to watch you two walk away.
All I know is I played you one time in the Super Cup, and you had to change the whole format with how bad I beat you.
Hey, yeah, because we're not doing it no more. That's dumb. We're not playing it anymore. That's it. The stupidest thing ever. Let's play 01 all year long, and then Super Cup. Hey, cricket. No. If we get the cricket leagues going on, we can go back to Super Cup crickets, but that's it.
Most fun.
Plus, it's not as fun commentating. You know, it's not as fun commentating a cricket match. It's more fun doing the 01.
All I know is that you're talking about framing a picture of beating me and my father, our father-son bonding activity, and you're trying to take it away from us, Steve. I got to talk about my wins where I can get them.
You guys even had matching shirts.
Yeah. It's good to match with your partner. That's 5% better skill to your darts.
I think Maddox went to my school. He purposely hit a 19 to leave 14 or double 7.
Yeah, I don't know. He
No.
knows the math, so it must be a preferred double. Not the double I would prefer. But he is going to go ahead and get an opportunity here now at double 2. McDowellville. Looks like there's a link in chat there from our faithful admin, Alan Palmer. Looks like there's a new DPFL Darts Community Facebook page where you guys can go check out all the different actions, socialize, and have fun. So make sure to click that link in the chat there from Alan Palmer. I'll go and drop the link in here one more time just for everybody at the top of their feeds, and you can see it over here on the other pages we are live on as well if you guys want to get involved in some of the shenanigans.
Yeah, we had a good meeting with Dark Connect today, looking to schedule up the express leagues with cricket and 01 Monday through Friday. So hopefully that's the last meeting we have with those guys, and they get it all pushed forward, and we can start having, the 01s at 6:30 and 8:30, and cricket at 7:30 all the way across the week.
I love it. I know I'm excited for those express leagues personally as someone that's always on the road. So the idea of having a league where I can get all my friends in the same one. So we're a little bit more lenient on travel schedules. Will, Jen, and I and the gang will definitely be getting involved with that, because I can tell you bringing a travel board on the road a bunch, not as fun.
Yeah. You get it?
No, he's in the madhouse for Maddox, but Pedro lets himself on 5, so he has more work to do. If you're Pedro, you really want the 3-0 lead right now. That's a pretty polarizing position to get yourself. But no, not going to happen.
No, not a double 20.
The secret's to go 3-2-2. It's a confidence play. 1-2-2, overrated.
I stay away from certain combinations. Just got to.
No score.
No desire.
These doubles are not desiring these darts to go in. Some struggles abound for our finalists, but there's the one. Play real safe on this double 2. That's real safe.
That's a little safe. It's too safe.
One.
Debatably a little too safe, but you know what? He lets himself look prettier. So if Maddox doesn't take it, he'll at least get to return with a clean slate. Maddox to try to get that first leg on the board. Slim, Chalky, Mad Dog, and all the other nicknames.
It's kind of weird. This is a level 4, and they don't have a soft ring around the outside of their boards.
I will. There is one on Pedro's. It's just a really big one. And Maddox, his is actually, so he has like a whole wood panel with like medals and trophies hung on it.
That's what Pedro's looks like. Looks wood. It sounded wood.
It's like a really big, thick, like a Michael Van Gerwen ring. I can definitely see it. I mean, it might be made of wood, but it's definitely a ring of some kind. No, it's a foam ring. I can see the jigsaw pieces.
Second dart. Fine.
There you go, Maddox. Just get it with a little fire in his stomach.
What the authority?
Well,
He's off the schneid.
I don't know what a schneid is, Steve.
The schneid is if you haven't won a game. So you've got to, let's say you're playing golf. You don't have a skin yet. You don't have a birdie. You don't have a dot. You haven't made any money yet. You're on the schneid. Once you get off the schneid, you feel better. You're okay. Now I can play. It's 2-1. I got 1. He's got 2. You're good to go. If he would have been 3-0, you're like, shit, I got to still win 1 game. You just got to get off the schneid.
A schneid sounds like something in like Quidditch from Harry
Schneid.
Potter. Schneid?
Schneid, Snapperhead, schneid. It's schneid.
Schneid. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Like, what are we talking about?
Exactly.
Okay. Hit the skin off the ball with that one.
Oh, there you go. Hey, it's the cover off the ball. Oh, my goodness. Giving you all these one-liners, and you're getting them wrong the next week.
I hope you know, Steve, and there's thousands of hours of me talking on the internet to prove this. I just don't retain things or get smarter. I perpetually and just like this. What do you say? Fat ones are good here. 20, 219s. How many times have we talked about this? If you're a 45 average, 60s and 57s, stuff, turns like that really do make the difference. That's the consistency. Yes, going for gold, aiming for the triple. I'm not going to say I've never not aimed at the triple, but consistently trying to aim at the top side of the wire, trying to make sure you're really focusing on your follow through to stay vertical, not going horizontal. That's the secret. That's what will get you a lot of wins at this level, because you're getting yourself more darts at a double, because you're increasing your average by almost 25% if you're hitting a 60, if you're a 45 average.
Yeah, it's the 26s and the 13s and the stuff that kill you. So you got to be able to keep your elbow and your arm straight and focus on when you're throwing the balls, or the ball when you're throwing a dart. It's following through. It's no different when I was a pitcher back in college. You have to follow through everything. When you follow through, you follow through. The ball's going to go where you're going to go. Same with the dart. You have to follow through. When you do that, you're trying to just stay in that quadrant. If you can continue to keep your dart in the quadrant you're shooting for, eventually it falls into triple by mistake. It just has to, because you're in the quadrant. So the more you can get all 3 in the quadrant, keeping yourself together, keeping your elbow in, and just really focusing on your release. That's what I find out doing. It's release when you're doing it. You get 3 consistent releases. Normally you have 3 really good darts.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right there. And I don't normally say that about your critique, Steve, but bang on. I don't know. For some reason, I went like talking about darts and stuff. Pat Cummings in the chat saying, "Who are these guys commentating?" That's Sean Green, and I'm Will Stewart. Thanks for tuning in. I hate that Will Stewart. That's wow. What did he do? How did he catch a stray? I'm Sean Green. I'm not Will. Do you want to be Will? Would you rather be Will than Sean?
41.
That's Steve McDowell, owner and proud and tried and true leader of the DPFL darts. And I'm Nick Teixeira, his son, according to Scott, I'm pretty sure.
134.
Oh, good shot there from Maddox. Finds a big shot to get back into the leg with Pedro sitting on a bogey. We watched that darts the other day at 104, and I had 104 in my thing, and I couldn't remember how to throw it anymore. Couldn't remember what the first dart was. I was like, wow, that's an easy way to do that. And I didn't do it any time because still can't remember how to shoot it. See, I'm lazy. I do 80 for 24 almost every single time. If I rip the trip 20, I'm at 44. I play the whatchamacallit, the 12 for 32. 37 there for Maddox. Not exactly what he had in mind. It's going to be sitting at 65. So 83, 51 for 32. Sometimes I just move around going for the fancy ones, like shooting for a trip 13. It's like, come on, just stay in the 20s. You're above 60 or trip of 19. But to go off to an off trip in Division 4 is probably not ideal. You're not wrong. And I would also challenge. 20 gets him. Fat 20 gets him. Gets more points. And now he's 14 more points down. Now now he's in the 50s, and now he's got a 1 dart to a double instead of now he's got 2 darts to a double. It's all about just look. Remember where you are. That's all. No, you're exactly right. And one of the best ways you can do that is stop having preferences of doubles and triples, right? I mean, that's one of those habits you can get into way too early as a player where you think, oh, that's my number. That's not my number. Get away from habits like that. And you're right. I still think you should know the proper routes. I still think you should occasionally shoot the proper routes, like their Maddox going for 25 for 40. But at the same time, you got to be smart and calculated about when you're shooting stuff like that and when you're just trying to stay true and put pressure on your opponent. As that was a good attempt there for Maddox on the bull, just doesn't collect, leave himself at 35.
No, he went high on his shots. Sometimes you got to do that. So I'm not a big fan.
17 for 18. All right, interesting.
Double 9.
He's one on his way to leave double 7 and double 9. Interesting there from Maddox. Again, it's not that he doesn't know the math. He's clearly doing some intentionality with how much that guy chalks. He knows the math.
Well, apparently he's watching my self-help videos of how to play darts and take doubles out. I mean, this is not the way to do things. Even in my world, this is not the way to do things, is to hit a single on purpose to leave you a double that if you hit a single, you don't have an out. Of course, he could have went for 3 and just missed it. He could have done that. We're not giving him. I mean, it looked pretty solid in the middle. I mean, maybe it was a 3. If 3 would have been good because he was at 32.
That is true.
10.
There at 10, at least leaves double 4 if there's a return. Pedro sitting at 20. We've seen him struggle on this very double in leg 3. Will be more fortuitous in leg 4. Not so far. He's ripping the double 5. He's got to be careful. Last time he left himself on 5, but this time leaves himself at 10.
That's tough to do. Ooh, Maddox. See? Get 1 to get 2. You get 2 to get 3. That's how it works.
And now it's all of a sudden a chalk match.
You can't get 2 birdies until you get your first birdie. Once you get your first birdie, way easy to get the second birdie. I wonder if they're nervous.
That's a great question. I don't think, if I had to guess, I don't know. Because like Maddox on one hand has been on streams before, has been on stage, but he also put a post out on Facebook talking about how he's seeking another, adult title under his belt. And so he's very aware of that and really wants that, especially after having a little bit of a drought. So that could be something that's weighing on his mind. And Pedro, I mean, considering how many people are coming in here and saying Bora Pedro, I would have to imagine that he's aware that not only is he on the stream, but the people are going to be watching, and that can definitely play a factor.
Alrighty.
Do you ever get nervous, Steve, when you play?
22.
Not really. I think that's maybe because of some of the, I do a lot of speaking in public and you know me, I'm retarded on the microphone and stuff like that. So I guess part of that helps me live in kind of the moment. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, sometimes when I'm playing in other things, you have a drink, or obviously that allows you to calm your nerves a little bit. That never hurts at all. Do I get over nervous where I can't throw the dart or release it? No, I don't get that way.
I've had that happen real bad one time, but I've definitely crumbled under pressure with darts and like hand shaking, can't throw the dart. I remember before it was PPD called it Nationals, I was playing with my friend Easy E, and we made the finals in the seat, and we were both in different bonus pools, and would have been like $2,500 in our pocket, like with the splits and everything at the time. It would have been like $2,500, and we had the seat, and I just fell apart, and we got triple dipped like you wouldn't believe. And I could tell you the entire time leading up through the King C match, I was playing some of the best darts I ever played up until that point. And as soon as I got there, I was like, oh my God. And that's when I realized I need to get better at controlling my nerves under pressure. And I got better at it since, but it's tough. If you're a person that struggles with nerves, you can feel every bit of it at the line.
Yeah, you just got to turn to a focus, and that's all. And especially if it's multiple games. I mean, come down. Yeah, do I get a little nervous when it comes down to the last one? Yeah, because you got to hit it, right? Because the other guy has a chance to take it out. But again, you putting yourself in situations like, like you said with Maddox playing on stage and stuff like that. Once you do it a couple times, that does start to go away because you get a little more used to it. First timers, of course, you would. I remember the first time I pitched in college. I pitched against the University of Miami Hurricanes at their stadium, and it held like 5,000 people, and we were their rival across the city at FIU. And I stood out there on the mound, and I'm like down in the bullpen, and I'm throwing. And I remember Bob Heck was my catcher, and he's like, McDowell, you're throwing the ball. I'm like, let's go, and I was a freshman. And I get out on the mound, and I look around, and there's all these people everywhere. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So the first guy I'm throwing fastballs, strike him out. And I just dumb enough, I look over in their dugout, and and the one guy, I can see him saying, hey, he's throwing a lot of change-ups. Just sit back and wait. I'm thinking, I'm not throwing change-ups. I'm throwing fastballs. So I'm like, I'm in trouble.
I'm in trouble. I didn't know you were a collegiate softball pitcher.
Softball? No, I didn't play softball. I played baseball.
You said softball? I just assumed softball. My bad. But I didn't know you were a collegiate pitcher, let me say.
Yeah, Division I.
Wow.
Division I pitcher.
I learned something new about you every day. How did that not come up over all these years?
50.
I don't know. I mean, that's part of me that also likes the competition. So I thrive on this shit. I love it. It's like playing golf. I love it. I mean, I love someone wants to play me or get a little rowdy. I'm all in.
Well, I mean,
I'll give it a go.
Yeah, that's what you see athletes from other sports jump over to darts and do well. I mean, Gerwin Price, professional rugby player, Leonard Gates, minor league baseball. You see these guys that, like, if you have that drive, you're just built a little different. I think that's one of the biggest things. It's not that sides of darts are naturally genetic. I mean, there's certain things that can benefit you, like genetic talent wise, sure. But the thing that can benefit you the most is having competitive drive and spirit.
Yeah. Being when I played ball, you're right. You drive to play at a certain level. You do things that others won't.
21.
You'll get there faster than others won't. You'll be first when others will be last, and you'll be in the locker room first. You'll run first. You do everything harder, and because you're striving to be more. And then basically, and then I took that right into business. And once you take it into business of, doing things better than others, it just snowballs in your life. And I believe sports can help certain people. You get that way. And darts are the same way. Everybody can throw darts. You can throw darts at home, but remember, and Spellman's does have a great academy. If you do help with your game or with that, John Confiletti is one guy that I know of that took Alex Spellman's things to heart, and that man in 1 year raised his average like 15 points. So incredible. I mean, it's all about putting in the work. End of story. It's putting in the work. I don't care who you are, where you are, what you're doing. You put in the work. It may not pay you immediately, but somewhere along the line, it pays off. End of story.
Every single time. And that's why when we talk about these guys, right, like how we were talking earlier, is to get over the nerves, to improve your next level. I mean, doing what you're doing through exposure therapy, like Maddox, again, constantly being up on stage, either chalking or playing, and doing stuff like that. And so these guys, pushing each other to the limit in a final where currently they're 2-2. That's the type of stuff that will make coal turn into diamonds, right? That's the real secret of the trade. It's not one day you wake up and you just have it. If you do, good for you. But 9 times out of 10, it's because they just put in the work, they put in the time, and they put in some work on the bristle board.
I would imagine chalking is really good for those who are in level 4, level 3 to learn your out. So anytime you go to a tournament, a local tournament, any tournament, you can chalk. I suggest you chalk because you're going to learn outs that you've never even remotely said, wow, that's an out. You just won't, you just don't see it that way. So you definitely should, when you get the opportunity to chalk, just helps with your math.
You're a brand new spanking dart player and maybe you get the comfort to start playing at your own house. But let's be honest, one of the most intimidating parts about picking up steel tip is, I don't want to do the math, or, I'm afraid of slowing down the match because of the math. So forcing yourself to just practice just a little bit. If you're at a tournament, just chalk for somebody. You know, a bad chalker is better than no chalker a lot of the times. And majority of the time, people be very, very grateful. And it'll help you improve a little bit too and get a little bit more comfortable with your numbers. Not everybody's going to go and do the flashcards in the free time. And I don't blame them. I haven't done that since college. And let's be honest, I dropped out quite some time ago now. As Pedro does go and drop into the double 10 for 3-2 lead.
Good
Not
hit.
good for him. That's a good shot. Maddox was way ahead too. That's what I'm saying. Never give up. Those doubles are the game changer.
Well, and then think about it. If you're Pedro, you go 2-0 up, and then all of a sudden Max swings back 2-2. It starts to get a little tight, starts to get a little heavy. You're starting to think, oh no, am I in a little bit of trouble here? And getting a leg like that after your opponent takes 2 off the spin makes you feel a little bit more comfortable knowing, okay, I still got to get 4 more, but I'm just about halfway there right now.
Yeah, these guys might, if this goes down to like to the end, this where I might get nervous for these guys. But you never know.
Oh,
The whole
hold
thing
on.
here, I mean,
120.
Oh, he switched off. I wanted Maddox to rip that 180 so bad, Steve.
why would he switch? Well, he could have been in the way.
Yeah, the second dart definitely ricocheted to an angle, so he probably just went for the cover. But man, it looked good.
I know he's wishing at least hit a single 19, though. I've done that before. You rip off two trips, and one's maybe just hanging, so you go another number. Even when you get 80, and if I'm blocked a little bit, I'll go down to the 19 just to get a 99. But if I hit a 7 or a 3, I want to go through the roof. I'm like, what are you doing? Just hit the 19. It's a 99. Don't hit it. Don't hit a 7 or a 3. Then it's just an average throw. 99's a good throw.
You're not wrong. Again, very reasonable takes from Steve McDowell tonight. I'm blown away.
The new darts are making me feel better about the game.
You're starting to get a little salty with the dart game there. I'll tell you.
Because when you got 17 sets of darts sitting on a chair next to you, and you're throwing all 17 during the course of your match, and you're losing, you're wondering why. Well, that's why. First off, because there's 17 sets of darts on a freaking chair with different flights. So instead of maybe practicing and figuring it out, no, you do it while you're playing your match. You got no chance of winning when you do that stuff. It's just crazy. So now that I went to just the whole new dart, and what I did was I literally took all the darts, put them in a drawer, and just threw with those Chris Dobie darts, and I'm playing with them ever since. That's it. I couldn't even tell you where the other darts are.
23.
Yeah, that's. I'll be honest. If you ever seen a Space Jam, I feel like you zapped all the power from me because these last couple of days of darts have been pretty rough on the board, and all of a sudden I'm hearing about you doing so well, and I'm blaming you. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's when you shook my hand after the Stowe Bunts game. I don't know what happened, man.
I will take full responsibility for your dart going in the shitter. I swear that sounds good to me. I'll take it. Won't bother me a bit. I'm all for it.
I'm sure. Well, Maddox is on a potential 15 dart leg at this pace. He has 128 here. Not going to go at 123, but going to focus on setting up. But it's going to be a pretty good setup.
72.
72 on the score. Not bad at all. 56 remaining. And Pedro sitting at 210, not having a bad leg of his own right by any means. Just Maddox. When you go 127 followed by 92, it's a pretty tough start to the leg.
See, that's where you go 888, double 16. I mean, that would be my play.
I mean, you know what? Well, there falls into the 7. Probably thinking, man, I should have gone 888. There's the 10. Yeah, that's it. The 10 leaves 46. Plays the 610 wire to leave 36. Pedro, throw 3 bulls for the fans. We never get the 3 bulls for the fans.
3 double bulls. That's about the only thing Luke Littler I haven't seen Littler hit is 3 double bulls.
Oh, I don't know if you keep up with the Moda Super Series at all, but the other day they had it was Team Sweden playing on like their international pairs event, and they went 180, 3 in the bed on the 19s, and then double bull ricocheted off to a single bull. They almost hit a 9-darter finishing with the 150 on the bull, which I don't think has been caught on TV before, and we were 1 dart away.
Wow.
Well, Maddox gonna have more work to do now at 9. Double 4. Can he work it in? Oh, it's just a smidge too much.
He missed that marker dart.
It was a good marker dart, admittedly.
Yeah. Way to the right.
Well, Pedro gets a shot at 100. We've seen him on this out before. So that's a good dart to save the double 20, and that's what he tried to do. But he only hit 20. That's the problem. If you're going to go some double shenanigans, you got to put a little bit more pressure in there. Max felt none, took it out in 1. And now it's 3-3.
Shoot well.
We're not down to a race to 4 in this matchup. These guys are putting on a back and forth battle. There's no real clear signs one way or the other about who's going to take this one home.
No, they're 10-2 when they're getting down to the doubles. They're missing their singles, which is where you have to remember to throw the dart just as hard as you would throw your other dart. You tend to start placing that dart when you get down to the end. It's never good when you try to place it. Just throw the damn thing, just as you were shooting double or a triple.
26.
I will say, though, Max scoring definitely looking a lot more consistent. You can tell he's found his rhythm in this matchup.
Yeah, he's also watching too much PDC going 20, 19, 18. Just stay in the number, for God's sakes. Just stay.
Yeah,
he could have floated above the 19. You know, come on.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with jumping around it every now and again to get the arm feel. That's what he's doing. He's trying. I heard the term the other day. He's seeking inspiration when you're doing something like that. You're trying to find the motivating dart that makes you feel like, oh, I figured it out. And switching numbers can help you refocus just a little bit more. I'm not saying you should do it all the time, but that's why those guys do it.
I don't know. I think the other saying is, I guess you can get a good look at a ribeye sticking your head up a cow's ass, but you're not going to do that. You'd rather take a butcher's word for it. So, I mean, why would you do that?
I learn so much every time you talk. I learn something new every single time. That is awesome.
81.
I'm going to start looking up cows' asses to get a look at my steak.
Just go to the butcher. It's easier. Just stay in the 20s. Stay in the number. Stay in the quadrant. That's part of their problem, is that they are moving around too much. And when you move around that much, they're not that easy to hit. I mean, it's very difficult to go miss at your 5, miss the 20, and then go down and hit a 19 triple. The chances of that's going in are slim. Might as well just loft it back up there. Although the only combination I won't do, if I go 1-1, I am not throwing 20. I will never throw a 3, ever. And I've had people in playoffs throw a 3 on me, and I'm thinking, why would you throw the third one? It's demoralizing. You just skipped your whole turn. Why throw it? You might as well even if you hit a 3 or a 7, that's way better than 3, because the 3 ramifications of just demoralizing yourself is just painful.
I'll wholeheartedly agree there. I'd rather go 1-1 single 3 and hit a 5 than I would to hit a single 3.
Correct.
I agree on that one. As Marcio in the chat saying the dartboard's made in Brazil, the Prescott board from Sissel producer in Bahia. So there you go. That's a little fun fact. I did not know that the board was a Brazilian company. So super cool. And then someone from the DPFL darts account saying, I almost promise Steve has never seen Tommy Boy. Well, neither have I.
Who has this? I've seen Tommy Boy. Who hasn't seen Tommy Boy?
Well,
What are you talking about?
Apparently,
How the
whoever's
hell
on
you
the admin
Where do you
account right
think
now
I
is
got the
convinced you haven't
quote
seen it.
from?
Listen, we can't
Just like
attribute
when
any.
they hit the deer, they put the deer in the back of his Mustang, and the deer wakes up and rips the whole top off of the car. I mean, that's that's a good one.
I haven't seen Tommy Boy. You could have said anything and I would have assumed it was correct.
Oh no, it's a funny movie. I think David Spade and who's the big old heavy set comedian guy?
Oh, Chris Farley. I did see the last
Chris
half
Farley.
of this movie recently,
He was
I should
hilarious.
say. I saw the last little bit of it with I walked into the DPFL. I walked into the house and I just saw Jen and Mounds and my dad having movie night on the couch together. And I was like, what the hell's going on over here? How did we get to this point?
Maddox at 40 already. It's good.
I'm telling you, his scoring's definitely picked up, but you can see his average climbing up almost a point every game, it feels like, in the last couple legs. He really wants to go ahead and try to hold his throw, get the 4-3 advantage, and it'll be Maddox's first lead of the night if he gets this leg.
Yeah, it's not my friend either. That trip 20, if I throw it high the first one, you could bet the house that sucker's in a fat 20 for the second one. I'm not going 3 darts at double 20. I will just fat it out, and I will go over to the double 10 and take my chances. I am not throwing 3 darts up there at all. 0.
Fair. 0.
Stay in my lane. I stay in my lane. I know what my lane is. When my lane gets better, I'll play. I'll start going for things, but that ain't now.
Maddox leaves himself at 10, and now all of a sudden, Pedro sitting at 50. Will he get 1 or 2 darts at this double? 3 if he shoots the bull for fun, but don't do that. 18 for double 16. We saw him split this last time. There's the 18. Here's double 16. I have to adjust.
Whoa.
Good adjustment, admittedly. Just doesn't quite convert.
Where'd all the other one go?
Oh, Maddox not able to convert on the 10. Pedro now another opportunity. Double 8.
Ooh.
Yeah, not quite. Not quite. So Maddox, 10's no fun, man. I can tell you, double 5, it's a rough place to be because you're thinking the whole time, don't sink it low. And there he does, leaves himself at 5.
Right on cue. Way to jinx him.
You can blame that one on me, Mr. Williams.
Good job, Nick. I didn't say it for a reason.
Oh, you know what? That's fair. I will tell you, I'm the same guy, though, that refuses to acknowledge a 9-darter's happening when we're watching it on a live stream. I'm so afraid of being the guy that ruins the 9.
Well, I don't think you have to worry about that here. I think you're safe.
If someone hits a 9-darter tonight, I am eating my left shoe on stream.
Second dart.
Oh, trip 1, double 1, though, will work.
Nice.
Maddox Williams gets his first lead of the night.
Wow. Huh? That's one way of doing it.
Hey, if you're going to miss going for single 1 on 5, that's the only miss you can do that makes sense. Double 1 is not very good, and everything else is really bad.
I think a lot of these guys, especially in level 4 and level 3, they're going to benefit from the express leagues. I think they'll play those express leagues so they're playing more often. So you don't have to travel league. I was telling the guys today, Brian Garland asked me to play in league here down in Tampa, but where he wanted to play was like an hour and 20 minutes away in Brandon. And that's just, man, I can't see me drive an hour and 20 to go play darts. I didn't drive an hour 20 home. God knows how long it takes to play the matches. You know,
Yeah, no thanks.
why not just play at home? Huh? Just crank up the old DPFL steel tip board and play a league at home. I mean, that's just the way to do it.
I mean, I don't blame you. I'll tell you. And then, I don't mean this in any kind of way to any leagues I've played in the past, but I can tell you I thoroughly enjoyed my experience more playing at home on DPFL than I did my last couple of steel tip leagues I played in particular. But again, I like the playing in person, competitive energy, but there's also so many steel tip leagues that just aren't that, you know? I played in some steel tip leagues where I was like, it's like mostly a social hour, and I'm like, this isn't for me. I am in the wrong. If I hear my opponent complain that I'm throwing too good or that I scored too many points in the cricket league or something, I just will become the guy that won't end the game and purposely tries to make it as long as possible, because I can't do it. I am there to win. I want to be the best, and when I'm not the best, that's okay. But at least I can say I tried. And some of those local leagues, man, it's not like again DPFL online leagues. It feels competitive because it's a long season. It's a big investment. Yes, people are friendly and nice, but for the most part, my opponents want to kick my ass, and I want to kick theirs.
Well, a couple things. One, you're a bully when it comes to darts. That's fine. We could get that off the chest.
Sometimes.
But you know, as far as a big investment, it's a worse investment going and traveling around to these local leagues. Yeah, what are they? $50 to play? Yeah, they're $50, but you're driving. There's your time. Then there's your bar tab, because it's not like you're going to a friend's house and playing these local leagues. You're going to a bar. So there's that. Then it's a drive home. It's just I've played in these. The competition is just too widespread. It's just, you know, it go anywhere from an 80 shooter all the way down to a 35 shooter on teams, and it's just crazy.
44.
And then there's some teams where they're all 35 shooters, and it's like, how is a guy going to get? I don't want to go play and beat the brains off of somebody who's a 35 average. That's no fun for them. It's no fun for me. So DPFL again, I think is, to me, that's where I'm going to live. To me, it just seems like a nice, right from home, playing with darts. But I can't wait for the express leagues. I'm going to play in multiple ones because I just will. Then your darts are going to get better because now you're playing more. So,
absolutely. And I will say to everyone listening along, don't be afraid to also support your local leagues as well. But I will say DPFL puts a different standard to it. It makes me think very differently about some of the other leagues I played in. Support local if you can, but support this too, because man, oh man, will this make your game better? Will it get you the new connections, new friendships? I love when you see people that play in the nightly events then pair up and play at the live event together, and they're people that would have never met otherwise. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. And like your local leagues, I mean, some people like to go out and do that. It's a night out for them. We'll wholly support that. I'm older now. I'm 57.
79.
I've done
older.
that, been there. I've been a traveling fool. I've gone all the places. So, those who, when I was, in my 30s and stuff like that and playing, I'd go anywhere to play darts. I was all raring to go. But now I just choose I don't have to anymore.
Love Maddox math there.
Easy peasy.
Sitting at 173, starts 19s, was trying to go for 719s to leave 40. It's good board management.
Yeah.
Whether Steve agrees or not.
Right.
Pedro's all over that 20 wire. I can't tell exactly how much he's got scored up there. First one left him at 99. I don't know if that's a trip 20, then he's at 39, but no. Must not have been.
88.
Oh, 88. So it was in the trip. So he must have thought he had the 118 because he left himself 31.
94.
Or he's trying to leave double 14 and was going for the single 11 on that last start. This is for Pedro to make it 4-4. That is a bust. So Maddox, he has his first lead of the night and now can have a 2-leg lead in a very pivotal time in this matchup. Oh my goodness, he's chasing down the board. Can't buy it though.
Close.
Just a smidge.
You can hear Maddox give him a little pep talk speech to himself about it.
Well, that's not what would be coming out of my mouth.
No, sir.
It's no.
11 for double eight
double.
is now the shot.
I don't think the double 2 helped.
He's preparing his doubles for later. He's proactive. There's the 11, double 8 now to make this back to chalk. No, does drift outside. Well, will he be returning in this leg? Just a bit outside. Oh, that first start kicks up. There's no visibility on the double 3. Woof. Good attempt there from Maddox.
Yes. Wow. Yes. Can't believe it squeezed that in there.
Pedro, another chance. His doubles have been evading ever since that 2-0 lead. He has only won 1 of 5 legs after that. So he's trying his best to get himself settled back into place. That's an 11. Gonna just and that was his third dart too. So he leaves himself at 5. If I'm Maddox, I go 2-2-2 here. I don't chase, and he's chasing that double. The last attempt doesn't go. It's gonna be a bust on dart 2. It looks like.
This is the approvals department. We have a pre-approved offer of 55.
Hey Steve, I think you have a pre-approved offer, by the way, in case
I
live
thought
stream was curious.
I ordered a desk, and I'm like, "Where's my desk?" And it came from shop. So I looked at my thing. Of course, I don't have my glasses on. I thought it said shop. It said stop. Maybe I should put my glasses on before I read it.
Oh, jeez. Pedro leaves himself the madhouse. Tried to copy Maddox by going trip 1 double 1.
I tried to do the Maddox shot.
Maddox once again chasing the doubles around. Leaves himself at the madhouse as well. Again, I wish on 6. The first attempt at it, fine. But after that, going 2-2-2 might have been a more fortuitous switch up. Now they're both sitting in very unfavorable territories. There's Pedro making it 4-4.
Hey. Of course it is.
Altrob tuning in, saying who is commentating once again. I am Will Stewart, joined by Sean Green.
Why do you lie to the man? Maybe he likes. He wants to hear who it is.
I just want to be more like Will Stewart. That's all it is.
I don't.
Not at all.
No, let's go around looking goofy all the time.
I'm Nick DeShera, joined by Steve McDowell, and don't worry, I look goofy anyways. Have you seen my hair lately?
Well, not really, because you shaved it off at the live event. Might be a different color. Might have some length to it now.
Pat Cummings replied to Al saying, Steve and some guy. So Steve and some guy is commentating tonight. That's awesome. Super cool. I'm honestly honored to be in your presence, Steve. You're a known quantity.
Oh, that is why we love Pat Cummings. That's it. Free season for her. Free season for her.
Pat Cummings is about to be Pat Goings here in a second. I'm losing my mind.
So when you sign off today, just say some random guy and Steve McDowell. Thanks for joining us.
I love it. I love it.
28.
Well, here back into the rat race. It is now a best of 5 race to 3.
This might be a 2-hour match.
I mean, we're over the halfway point. We're over the hurdle. But, I mean, this is the type of battle you kind of expect. These guys are right in their average range for the whole season, where they have been. It's one of those situations where neither one wants to give it up. They both know that they have the potential to win it, and they both know that they can win it from this exact position as well. It's a tough spot to be when the other person's not cracking.
Well, that's how it winds up being. The doubles are things I started instead of warming up throwing at triples. I just started warming up throwing at doubles. I mean, it's harder to hit the damn double anyway. So if you can hit a double, you can definitely hit a triple.
Third dart 41.
Pat in the chat said you could always mute them, referring to us. And then Al said, why? It's great. I know how to pick my stakes now. So shout out to Steve teaching our audience how to pick their stakes going forward. Really imparting your knowledge onto the people there.
I know, I'm just trying to help people out. I mean, again, just stay in your groove, man. Stay in your lane. Stay in your 20s, stay in your 19s. Find a favorite number. Stop moving around. Games go a lot quicker.
I always said you're Steve McDowell, the man of the people.
I like that.
42.
Try to be the man of the people for the people.
By
to
the people.
Express to the people. Stop moving around your numbers, Maddox. You're going 2019-18.
And there is a lot of weight to that, right? One of the biggest reasons that, yes, in a perfect world, is there optimal routes? Is there optimal switches? Is there optimal times to do that based on if your dart's at this angle or that angle? Sure, there absolutely is. But 9 times out of 10, if you throw a dart, you can use your arm feel to adjust your second and third darts a lot easier if you're in the same area versus somewhere else. That's why, like there, Maddox finds a trip 20. That third dart going to trip 5 makes sense because it's right around that same area. You got the arm feel and you follow right back into that same rhythm.
Correct. Don't go 18. Just say it. I do. I think guys in the lower division, in even me, I'm in Division 2. I made it to Division 1, so I won once, and then Division 2 this year. But I'll be back up next year. So, but you're still playing your opponent. You're not playing an average. You're not playing a PDC. You're not playing premier guys. You're playing your opponent. So if you're ahead of your opponent, like Maddox is here, once again, way ahead, slow it down, figure a 3-dart fatty. There's the wife calling me. For God's sake, she thought she was on vacation. You know what I mean? Do that. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I just wasn't ready for Sports Center to come on there for a second.
Hold on. I got to see what she wants. Hold on.
No worries. All right, we'll hold on the fort over here. Maddoxing at 89.
49.
Does hit 49 there to leave 50. Or 40, excuse me. So does find himself at a double. Good leave there. Pedro over at 219 has got some work to do, but we've seen the double trouble be very unfriendly tonight, particularly the double 10 being unfriendly. So if I'm Maddox, I'm not playing this 42 aggressive because of the way that the ends of legs have been going.
39.
Second dart.
Oh, and Maddox does rip it right there. 5-4 lead. 2 more legs to go in this final, folks. Fighting along. Still not sure who's going to get that title.
2-2.
This is a big moment, though. If Max can set up the break a throw, get himself to match points, then he only has to win 1 leg while his opponent will have to win 3. It's going to be the position that he needs to find himself in. You don't want that pressure on your shoulders too heavy.
41.
If we look at Pedro's run this season in the playoffs, had a 6-5 win to start things off in that first round against Vicky Goddard. So starting on the last leg decider, then goes on to play Adrian Moreno, 6-3 win, and then a 6-3 win over Matt Lefferve, and then got to the finals here. Maddox Williams, on the other hand, 6-1 win dominance over DJ Wright, then a 6-1 win dominance over Mark Fisher, and then a 6-5 win, a scare against Kevin McCarty before getting to this final.
30.
You know, we talked a lot about Maddox, and admittedly a lot more familiar with the young player, but Pedro's been very well in this match. He's done pretty good on his routes and checkouts. And, you know, has had his opportunities come and gone at certain points, but he's been able to stick around and convert in the rounds where it gets real scrappy. He's going to have to try to force a leg win. Again, this is important, a very pivotal leg. If Pedro wins this 5-5, it's still anybody's game. If Maddox wins this, it kind of locks it in his direction just by where the throw is at this point in the match.
Yeah, you know, make sure I don't answer the phone anymore.
Hey, see, I want you to know I always have my phone on silent when I commentate, like a professional.
So I mean, she couldn't go on a cruise, right? Because I don't know why she couldn't go on a cruise. She couldn't find the day to get him there. And she's having an anxiety attack because the house is absolutely looked like a bomb went off because they're painting the inside. Some say, look, I looked at her, I said, look, you can't stay. You got to go. I can't deal with you for 5 days while they're painting the inside of the house. I'm going to go nuts. I said, so here, just go somewhere. So she went to New Orleans.
That's a fun place to go.
In a casino, Harris, staying at Harris.
Okay.
Yeah, she to call me and say, yeah, well, I just got 2 features. I only got $60 and $90. And I go, how much you down? Oh, $3,000. Oh, that's it. That's all.
Oh.
So I'm sitting here at home while she's out gambling, losing money.
Again, reminding me once again why to not get married, Steve.
I mean, I don't understand. She doesn't have a job. She can't just spend that much money and losing.
Her job is putting up with you.
Wow.
Right, and I mean that respectfully. I love you. I like our Tuesday hangouts. I've become quite accustomed to them. But let's be real.
Yeah, I know. It's probably painful. I get it.
Nah, it's great.
75.
It's mainly because I never know what hot take about darts you're going to have next. So it always keeps me on my toes having you around.
Well, I mean, again, I think people, if they would just slim their dart game down, just realize that 3 singles is more likely a better score than someone wandering around the board. So the guys who are in the lower levels just need to grasp the idea. Just try to play quadrant darts, stay in your quadrant. And then again, if you're blocking your triple and you want to move to a different, that's fine. But, just 25. Focus on trying to hit the fatty. Because like you said, we all know this. When you throw the first dart and it's a good one, it's a real good chance that second one's going to go in the same place. It's just a rhythm, and you need to be in a rhythm. So sometimes slowing down your darts doesn't work either.
Yeah, no, exactly. And again, 60 points right now. I mean, that's 15 points higher than where Maddox is, and 17 points higher than where Pedro is right now. I mean, that's a big conversion on average ratio.
It's because I'm
Maddox Williams hits a 106 checkout and lets out a celebration for the fans back at home.
Wow.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
What?
Oh, Pedro with the reaction there. Incredible.
Wow.
Incredible. Kevin McCarty, who lost to Maddox Williams 6-5 in the semis, here cheering him on. Love to see that. That's always my goal. When I lose in a tournament, and I lose quite a lot, don't you know, I cheer for the guy that beat me. And that's why Still Bunce won that WDF singles event.
Really? Was that it, though, really?
I think so.
More like him.
He felt my
really
energy.
Nah, he walked up and he goes, it's a long format. I'm not worried about it. I was like, okay, then. And then the spanking was on.
It seems like it's on for Maddox right now. Pedro kind of still staying in that same range he has been, but Maddox consistently scoring well at 296 after 6 darts. He's catching a red hot streak, and that 19, he's been covering into it so well. Look at him go.
119, yeah.
Thanks.
Did you just doubt Slim Chalky's math?
Yeah, I did messed it up. Well, see, I don't shoot 19s anymore, so it's kind of throwing me off. Got to re-add.
Well, now here 177 for Maddox. Opponent not in range at all. He can set it up and get a potential 7-4 win in a match that we were thinking for a second there was about to go 5-5. That 106 checkout, absolutely pivotal.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That really made a huge difference in us. Now Pedro's got to sweep him.
Exactly. You have to go 3 on the spin, which it's not something that's out of the range with how close their averages are. It could happen. But Maddox doing everything right in this leg to guarantee he will have as many match starts as possible in this given one.
42.
Leaves himself at 88 or 89, excuse me. So there he has a 1 treble to double checkout, and you might say you can't think about it like that. Well, when you take out a 106 the previous leg, I'm not going to take it off the table.
No, I mean, not to mention he's been hitting a triple 19, so it should be right in the wheelhouse. I mean,
and that's the jinx from Steve.
There you go. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.
9. That's one way to get a 9.
Got the 9 out of the way there, says Maddox. Giving Pedro a little bit of time, but Pedro's really going to be seeking for something to really come popping out in front of him, like finding a solid ton here to get to a check, and that dart on the floor like Scott Hanish is not going to help.
Ouch.
Probably what Scott said. He said, ouch. Same thing with Robert Main. They both said, ouch.
40.
Teed up
set
for match
himself
starts.
up.
Here it is, Steve. It's coming.
Wouldn't be my choice.
Well, since when do you get
Not
what you
40.
want anyway, Steve?
No, they're at 219. I just take my time. I'm going to shout out to Tumbleweed. Maybe Tumbleweed's still listening. Michael Wallace. To you, thanks for coming, buddy.
Let's go! First start! Good match, Pedro. Good match.
Yep.
Wow.
I stopped in my
Man,
in my car.
doubles were killing us.
Score.
Doubles were killing us.
How much?
Scoring was good. Doubles sucked. Then scoring declined. Doubles got a bit better, and it kind of got into.
Was okay. Very good match. Very good match. My second season here. First title for me. It's
Division 3
awesome.
next season.
Oh, guys, that was a great match.
Hello, Nick.
Pedro, I got to ask you here a question. We had a lot of people in the chat here cheering you on, and I got to say, were you feeling any pressure tonight with all the people going Bora Pedro in the chat?
My books and my job, my psychologist there, and a lot of people supporting me, but not my night. Good for Maddox.
And Pedro, I mean, you started off just fine though. You got those first 2 legs, right? I mean,
yeah, I started good in my first and second leg. My first leg is awesome, but I stopped in my 4 core and Maddox go up in the match. But it's good match for me.
Oh, absolutely. You guys were competitive in Maddox. I mean, early on, again, you're facing a 2-0 deficit. I mean, were you feeling that pressure early of trying to get that first leg under your belt?
Yes, but also I was just trying to hold. I think I had a bit of the stream pressure like just waving through me, and people behind me giving me a little bit of pressure when I hit some certain shots, even more. But after those few eggs, then doubles when they started clicking, they clicked.
And your scoring improved significantly in the match after having a little bit of a drought there. You talked about it a little bit in Facebook, but you said you were having a little bit of a title drought and you were trying to get it back. So how's it feel not only to check out that big 106 in the final, but then to go pin that double 20 to get another DPFL title under your belt?
I just feel good. As soon as I had that dart and hit that trip 17, I'm like, please. I'm like, just hit it. Cooperate. Please don't scoop. And when I hit it, I was, walking out.
Well, guys, that was a great match, and thanks again for playing the Division 4 finals of DPFL Season 12 on the live stream. Pedro, Maddox, we're looking forward to seeing you guys in Season 13 and onwards, and thanks again for playing on the stream. All right, Steve. Well, hey, we heard it there from the competitors, but man, Maddox feeling the nerves early on, but got settled in and played his game. I mean, good stuff from him, especially those last two legs. 106 checkout, pins the double and one on the deciding leg. One match start and one match start hit. That's awesome.
Well, it's also the good sportsmanship between the players like this. That's what's cool to hear, too. I mean, they're both congratulating one another. I mean, they both didn't shoot their best starts, but they still played really well. At the end, Maddox played a little better, hit a few more of the doubles. But it's good to see that these guys, they get one of these under the belt. They both won a good amount of money, so that's really good for them to keep them playing. And I think going forward, they'll both learn from this. They'll both get it out of their system, and they'll be ready for the next one. But it was a good match tonight for sure. For level 4, for sure.
Oh, certainly the case. Good finishing, good, strong spot for him, and $800 in Maddox Williams' pocket. And not too bad, $400 there for Pedro Tinoco. But friends, obrigado. Thank you all for watching along. It's been an absolute pleasure. We'll be back with more drama here on our live stream. Hopefully, Steve McDowell playing his final next week. Let's see how that goes. If not, we will still try to get whatever's left here of, Division 12, Season 12 here of DPFL, and that will do it for us here tonight on our main stream, Steve.
All right. I appreciate you guys. Thanks, Nick.
All righty, guys. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching and supporting. We'll see you on the next one.